Hello there, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Rockhold, The Gift of Shadow. Well, today we're going to go and build ourselves a little bit of a mine. Our water reservoirs have filled up, and I am going to carve out a new city area, as it is pretty obvious that we will need some more rooms for all the people. We have 4 more people that have arrived only very shortly, and I've decided that the expedition quarter should be expanded for a couple of apartments more. After all, there is room for more people, and we've already seen down where we get our feet wet. There wasn't that much room to work with, so, well, we're rather going to go and expand the city a little bit into that direction here. Trying to go for a little bit of a more organic look here. Like to imagine that the folks here like to live wild and just carve the rooms like they want to and call it a day when they don't want to anymore, you know? I want to get away a little bit from that systematic approach that I have had during the previous runs series of mine. So at least give it a try to create a couple of more organic like looking hallways and all those things. Because I am very unhappy quite regularly with the samishness of my designs. Anyways, enough of that rambling. We will carve out here a first little dining hall, I think. This room should perfectly do the trick. I don't know what to do with the center region here, but we'll see about that. So this area here should get us through the expansion that we currently need. That's a couple of nice looking rooms, and we have today really important things at hand. We still haven't found the location of Tier 1 caverns, which is the big mystery currently, because we have obviously a connection to the Tier 2 caverns, but we haven't found the Tier 1 caverns yet. So, well, it's a mysterious map. What I want to do today are a couple of things also towards this direction. We're going to open the floodgates today and start getting that food done. There we go. Oh, it's such a nice sight to behold. Water mechanics in this game have an odd way of making me happy. I don't know why, but they do. They just do. There we go. So that'll evaporate now over time, and we will then see that we have some space where we can do our farming at. Good. The pasture's looking also quite nice. Okay. Rockhold so far has a good start. We do suffer a little bit from the strangeness of our environments, but, well, when is the mountain not an odd fella? So, we'll see about that. And it doesn't matter if the mountain is below the earth or above the earth, he is an odd fella, one way or another. Hey, look at that, new people arriving. So, let's see if I can catch them while they are on the run to their new home. So, they seem to come from this direction. Only 2 so far? 3? Looks like they already, one of them already made it into town. So, Bear Westboot, professional carpenter, former member of the Lone Anvil, of course. Niche Conjured Whip, an adept organizer. Well, we'll see what kind of former militia dwarf. Ooh, Niche. Yeah, that name sounds vaguely familiar. So we now have our first legendary fighter. Wonderful. So Rockhold's safety is definitely secured. We just need to give this fella a couple of weapons to work with. I mean, Nish will be effective with whatever weapon he picks up because he's a legend in the most important things. Here, fighter, and I bet that if we would be looking through the list here, combat, fighter, shield user, great dodger. That combination, master armor user, great dodger, striker, wrestler. I guess this guy would be able to strangle an entire squad of goblins without any gear, without any weapons. We should give him some armor, but either way, I bet you get where I mean. So I want to work a little bit on the stone today. And that does require stockpiles. The problem is we don't have any room yet for stockpiles. This entire fort is a real cramped thing. We don't have more room than that. So I think it is a necessary evil that we're going to expand our business into this direction. So here goes. We're going to carve it like this. Hollow it out there, hollow it out here. Give it a nice little passageway there as well, and then it looks somewhat aesthetically pleasing. What will be, as a matter of fact, just a big old hole for the boulders. There we go. But I really do need to start put these, and really need to start putting these on stockpiles. Doesn't work differently. I want to have some blocks to put on the ground now. So we can make chert blocks if we'd wanted to. Chert is available in ubiquitous amounts, so that would be one thing. We could also start digging for some shale. Claystone. I'm just checking out for what I want. Schist. Claystone or schist? I think I'm going to rock on with the schist because I had claystone only recently in sand walls. And we want to go for a twist here. We also have slate. I think I do like the slate. Yes. That is less super dark and more warm. So yeah, that's the blocks that we're going to carve. Just a small cavern, just a small quarry. Speaking about quarries, so slate quarry. I want to get more organized here. At least die trying. There we go. So, Dwarf of the Daytime. Let's see. I want to complete the miners. So, at this point, Feb Syrup Crafts, I love this name, turned into a legendary miner. So, the only thing that I want to do before we continue Feb's spotlight is I want to get a stockpile going for the slate. So our friends can already collect that stuff. I think it was slate. Slate, I think that's the stuff from the circus. Anyways, we are going to handcraft ourselves some wheelbarrows here because I don't feel ready yet to put them on a permanent order. So let's order 5 wheelbarrows. How about that? Okay. Beb, I'm very sorry, but these things were important. So, Dwarven gender confusion again. She's buffeted by others' emotions and can't help but to respond to them. She's incredibly brave in the face of looming danger, perhaps a bit foolhardy. She's greatly moved by art and natural beauty, and she's troubled by this since she dislikes the natural world. Yeah, that's such a dwarven thing. She has a low sense of self-esteem, and she likes a little excitement now and then. She likes to keep things practical, without delving too deeply into the abstract. She rarely feels discouraged, and she tends to be a bit stubborn in her own experience and thoughts with others. She has an active imagination, and she generally acts impartially and is rarely moved to mercy. Whoa, 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 you guys. We need to pause. That is, Babe, you are really a little bit unlucky at that end. So, where were we? Ah, yeah, here. She generally finds herself quite hopeful about the future, and she generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. She tends to stare unwaveringly when she's speaking to somebody. Now that sounds very sympathetic. Oh yeah, who doesn't love the stare down contest? She likes phyllite, bismuth bronze, schorl, green glass, another green glass lover, elephant tooth, llama wool, kenoff paper, brass, yaks for their shaggy hair, snowy owlmen for their yellow eyes and the sight of the bright of fragrances. Impossible, she prefers to consume sea otter and apricot wine. She absolutely detests snails. Okay, so yeah. Now, after all these things are cleared out, we found the tier 3 caverns. Big time. So, yeah. First off, I need to delete that. And I think I even forgot to give her a proper name designator here. Yep, Beb, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just came up with such a big boom that everything was confusing for a moment. Okay, so but at least I now know where I can quarry and where I can't quarry. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to seal off this mess. Very important because we don't want anybody invading our fortress at this point. Look at these giant nets. They don't they don't look good. These webs, they don't really look like we should be working without soldiers and other things ready. Okay, so that's been dealt with. Let's harvest our slate somewhere else. I mean, it's all fine. We might be using this as a base of operations at some point. Okay. I want to have these slate blocks now because obviously I want to work with these. So let's order a total of 200 and get back to the expeditions quarter. So let's wait until that's been resolved, and I also want to get myself a couple of new stockpiles together. So this one is for chert. And the other one is for siltstone. So we can finally start organizing things here a little bit at least. There we go. So, let's see. The blocks are at least already ordered. A couple of them are already on there, down there. And I think the next thing we do is we're going to assemble 2 more stoneworkers workshops because I feel like we really do need them. So here goes another little stockpile for all the bars and blocks. For the time being, that'll do the trick. So it's finally time to put up the farm plots. There we go. This will sustain the fort. I also figured that we're going to put up this room here as storage for the seeds. That'll be a very efficient way of handling things, space-wise. So there we go. A lot of siltstone boulders lying down there. Okay, pigtail, plump helmet, pigtail. So I want to kickstart a pigtail production now, as these are vital for our fabric production. So I can't select them now. Shucks. Oh well. So we're going to go for some cave wheat here. And then the rest of the time, plump helmets. Here's some cave bushes. And in the time between, plump helmets. So, to make things proper, we need process plants to bags whenever possible. And I think we should be good to go, except for the lack of cloth bags. We still need to put up an industry for the clothing itself, but that's another day's business. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, now I know what I forgot. Process plants. That is the job that we still need to assign. I knew there was one. I think now all the things should go as intended. Too many people are planting. There is something off here. So yeah, here, there we go. I did put it up in the standing orders that only farmers harvest. But yeah, if you don't take care, something like this happens where everybody just plants. I mean, the thing is, if I remember correctly, the quality of the farming skill matters when planting. So the yield of the crop is determined when you plant it out. So it's really important that only the talented people can get to plant. Okay, let's move to the floor business. Slowly the slate stuff is coming together. That'll obviously take some time, but I think she's gonna be a little bit of a beauty here. There we go. That apartment wing here shines. It's another 7, so it's gonna be home for the other folks here. And when we check out their slate block production is fully kicking into gears, so we should be finishing this in no time. Okay, let's see. What kind of other stone will I use? I love to use a mixture of colors. Do we want to go for shale? Got claystone. I want that schist, I think. Alright, so let's hope that we're not going to accidentally quarry ourselves into some situation again. But we'll see about that. Schist quarry. Look at me, organized. Let's hope it lasts, because I think this will help out quite a lot. Alright. So, what were all my farmers doing all of a sudden? If I only knew. If I only knew. Yeah, well. My miners were gone suddenly. But I don't have my mining jobs on a high priority, so I can only assume that they're currently busy building or hauling. That always has a pretty high importance for them. Look at a deal. Ooh, a doctor arrived. That is very, very good. Adil, revered Tome. Very happy to see you. He's from the Consider It Forever Guild. That's nice. Zazit. Also picking up a sleep here. Say, doesn't you? Wait a sec. Why does he feel so familiar to me? Well, whatever. And that's the point when you are playing a couple of forts in a world, you start to have the feeling that you know each and everybody. But these guys here, they seem to be very grateful for the bedrooms we're providing. Must have been a long trip over here. So, let's see. Let's expand our workshop situation here at the same time. We're going to need a couple of farmers' workshops. Definitely. Most definitely. So let's set them up like that already. And every fort needs way more stills than kitchens, because dwarfs happen to eat way less than they drink. Just providing the infrastructure for other things to come. And I think we should be bringing up a nice little cairn already. Those little things, when you're done with them, you're done with them. It's always nice. And the winter of the year 107 is upon us. So far, so good. Very happy to see that this fort is thriving. The next big thing that I want to do is a magma workshop down below, but one thing at a time. I am not done with a lot of things here yet. So yeah, I don't want to bring up too many things at once. So yeah, I assume that other things are right now more important, but that is okay. Let's give the miners a day off for a change. And finish this city area. I mean, the fort only has 14 people. That means whatever tasks I will string up now, there is a high likelihood that they will be not really fulfillable at this very point. So, Asmil, he's in a bad mood. He wants to pray to Erdem. Yeah, that is something that we should fix, I think. Erdem seems to be a very, very, very prominent deity among the Banner of Shadow. I see so many Erdem worshippers here in every one of my forts. That is something I really did realize. So, let's see. Still looks off. It's better now, isn't it? Yeah. Let's give this a sweet little footprint. There we go. I like that. So this one, we're going to increase the priority on that. So our good friends can get themselves some spiritual relief. Food situation is concerning me a little bit right now. Oh, and there are animals that need to be pastured up. It's always good that DF Hack reminds me of things that I do tend to forget. I think this is also something that would be infinitely useful if we could just have a setting that says every new unit every new animal that comes is going to be defaultly assigned to that pasture. Thank you. I don't know, that should be a thing that you can do. It would be amazing. Would love the hell out of that feature. Now, so we are going to assign this little area here to the Temple of Erdem, the god of mountains. Well, that's very classic. It's a very, very classic deity. Alright. Here's the seed bank. all of the valuable, precious seeds of this fort will be stored here. Okay. So, why is my suspend manager disabled? How dare he? Okay. These rooms look nice. I really like them already. Entire city is coming off quite nice so far. The only thing I dislike is that we lack a color differentiation. So rock blocks out of schist come to the rescue. I hope they don't look too dark. But, well, let's see what we're going to make out of that at the end of the road. That also does mean that we will require a stockpile for them as well. There we go. That does resolve the issue. Okay. And I think at this point we should also assign siltstone blocks. Siltstone is quite prevalent here. It's the stone we have the most of, and I don't know, I have the urge to build a castle out of the siltstone. It's just happening right now. I want that. I think this will be fun. Alright. So, well, the actual citadel / castle, that's a couple of episodes away from us. We are only 14 people right now. That is not really enough to think big like that. But at least we have some really comfy looking bedrooms. Love them. Good. So let's check back with our stoneworkers. First schist blocks are in the making. Beautiful. So these jobs, they get done quite quickly. That's good. That's really good. You see, I want to have my dining hall a little bit differently colored than the bedrooms. If it wouldn't be that much micromanagement, I'd be even doing way more different things here. But it's quite tough to organize that many types of stone. So I end up using only a low assortment of stones, but well. Come on, you! They haul the first schist boulders from down below manually. Now they will pick up these from the stockpile and their work will proceed much faster, but yeah. There we go. That opens up the option to do the flooring here, and I really am wondering whether or not I just created a floor that looks exactly the same as the one that I'm currently using, because that could be very much the case. We'll see about that. If so, I have massively outplayed myself. A couple of stones look identical. There's a couple of stones that just look identical in Dwarf Fortress. Let's hope that schist and slate are not in that category. Alright, look at that. People are meditating on the mountains. Jeez, we have a lot of dogs. Why are the dogs all chilling out in the meeting hall? Somebody care to explain? What's the matter with that? Alright. Come on, guys. Build one. I want to see the color. For some reason, they have assigned the jobs, but nobody is going there. So... Yep. Not assigned to anybody. Well, it ain't much of a big deal. We're going to go and build that dining hall next episode. That's that. We are going to set up to today a little bit of a blueprint already for the tavern. So I'm going to go here for a basic blueprint like that. So we have a dance hall that does please the masses. And we are going to go and have a bit of a area back here too, with room for some statuary and such. Alright, the schist is luckily not the same color. As you see, it is really reddish, darker. Good. Thanks for watching, you all. It's been my pleasure. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And, well, we're going to see on the next episode how things go on. Drop me your comments, leave me your thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out the description box, there's plenty of Dwarf Fortress to go around there. Savage Lands Saga, 5 seasons of Dwarf for you, or just season 1 of this one, featuring Sandwalls. And yeah, check it out. There's also my Discord, my Twitch, and PayPal, Patreon, or Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd be so kind to support this channel, I'd be more than delighted. Big thanks to all of you who are supporting the channel, and a big thanks especially to you in particular, right here, right now, for watching this video up until all these obnoxious ad rolls of the content creator are finally over, and I appreciate you still hanging out with me. So, thanks for being out here, and we're going to continue next time with the chaos and everything in between. See you there.